Welcome in the makeup therapy. I'm Manuela, I'm 45 years old mom, makeup lover, and here on this channel I do my self-therapeutic activity, putting makeup on and showing you my collection. I'm having little more than, definitely more than one eyeshadow palette. Eyeshadows are my favorite. Today I want to tell you about my palette, which I choose to work more, to use more, to remind their glory during the winter and the holiday season, Christmas, coldness. Some of them I didn't use yet, so this is, yeah, the little you know, the shame pile, the small one, but I have. And I probably will have a more to come because I want to purchase something new. But what I have, I will show you what kind of color story I'm leaning to, and what I'm thinking that maybe you have that in the collection. What do you think? Is that good for winter? Is that brings you a little bit of, you know, balance with the chilly weather, or you know, something extra for the holiday? I will start from the shape kind of, because I have a pile here and it's dangerous. And the first is this Odin's Eye Saga of Freya palette. She looks like this from outside, and from inside she's this kind of plastic, annoying plastic. I'll show you like this. This is the color story. I'm thinking this is very pretty, very beautiful sparkly elements are here, and the brown and the orange, and I love this kind of tealish and emerald greens. So I think that this is very beautiful for Christmas. I would say like this dark green with some nice sparkle, and the brown with some nice sparkle, like a classic look. And then for kind of winterish, if you want to warm yourself up, you can pair these oranges with the brown, or with beautiful teal minty shade. Oh, that's all together very nice. So this is my first palette, which I'm planning to remind myself how much I like it. The next one is this shame pile. It's the Four Season Pressed Pigment palette by Russia B Cosmetics. I never use it. And I don't know why. I really like this concept. The concept is like Four Season, and it's a tree. I like this packaging a lot. I like this theme. I think it's brilliant. That was brilliant idea. And this palette, it was gifted from me. Thank you so much, Darcy. She sent me that over. And this is like a four seasons, and the blue is winter. So definitely I will do winter, and then winter monologue. I think that I will try to make with this, and then we can go to spring, and then kind of follow, see how we feel about it. I want to try that. So that is the next one. The third one is something which I have also, I've got it probably on some crazy sale. It's a Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Black Magic. I was liking the darkness, and it was very cheap when I bought it, like extremely cheap. So I did looks which I like with this palette, and I think that for that kind of season where you have that kind of sweater, you know, just nude lips and such deep tones on the eyes, yeah, I think that I like it. The reason is why I have it, and for sure the price. Now, this is more theme of you know, of winter and of winter area. It's a Smitten in Switzerland palette by BH Cosmetics. This palette is you can see maybe autumnal, but I think that it's great for the, although has the greens and grunge, I think it's great for the season. It has like silverish tones and that kind of classic shimmer here. Like this one is very pretty shimmer, like the classic out of classic. So you can do very classic and has black, and you can go with a very classy look, and not too much, but it's pretty. I really like this travel palette by BH, the old BH Cosmetics, and this one I also probably grab on some sale. Yeah. So this is the. Let me just clean my finger. This is why I chose it, because you know, hot cocoa from Switzerland. Who doesn't like it? I love it. I love this. This is my favorite chocolate to drink. So it was, when I feel winter, that's the palette I'm thinking about, and this lovely drink. The next one is my beautiful friend Viva. She gifted to me on my birthday, and this is the Legend of Arbra. Probably I screwed the name. From Adept Cosmetics. This palette is special. Like this shimmer here. Like this is that not telling you that this is like, oh, Happy New Year? For me, it is. This is sparkly on steroids. I think that this is great for the New Year. Palette is very sparkly, not much. It's just 5 mattes. Usually this is not my go-to, but these mattes are just screaming to me like Happy New Year party, and that's why it's here. It's very elegant also, so it's like, you know, elegant and whew, hip hip hooray, that kind of palette. Now shape telling me that we're going to the Nomad. Whistle Snow Lodge. Oh, I always it's me getting really problems. This is the one, the number one from the pile. Maybe it will be more, but this one for sure. It's winter, 100% winter. It's very beautiful winter. It's also, you see, some greens, but these greens are behind the lovely sparkly, like this one, the snow, and the blues. Can we appreciate that? The blues from Nomad are so good. I really like this company, the team, that they are taking us for a little trip, and they bring the beautiful colors from the area. Very lovely. The next one is also from them. It's the Nomad Land Ice, Fire and Ice. This one from Iceland. This is exactly 2 elements which I'm afraid of, you know. But the palette, I'm not afraid. I'm just bravely say that I'm on it, and with the joy, because this is really unique, beautiful, execution 100%. I think that you can really imagine that you're walking on this black beach, and then you're going to this hot water, and then, you know, you see this raw nature. Yeah, I can see that in this palette, this blues and this dreaminess, the poetic of the land, is there for me. So that's another one which I have in my collection, and I'm gonna use it. This is not the palette which you can get or not get. I will be not linking them. I'm just showing them what kind of color story and which direction I'm going, and how I feel, and what I want to remind myself. And I think that, you know, if someone has more than one eyeshadow palette, and I think it's a bunch of people here, I'm not the only one. So it's just worth it to just like kind of just make a round and remind yourself what you feel like you would be enjoying in the season, or in that kind of occasions, you know, because yeah, because you might discover the old goodies in the new way. And the next one is Glam Shop Retro by Carolina Zentek palette. This palette is a palette dedicated to old Hollywood, and for me it's this palette also dedicated to my movie nights, which are more often, and I'm trying to watch more old movies. And this palette is very gorgeous with this the Hollywood is this gold shimmer, and then we have a shimmer Vivian, which is really also very beautiful, really. The rest is, and the lovely green, which is like a velvet. This palette is gorgeous, so I want to remind myself about it, and I will use it in some future, and probably you will be able to see some creation, and I will share that with you on this channel. This palette is so special. I don't want to cry, but okay. Midwinter Dream Palette by Ainsley Rain. This palette, this palette is a gift from my beautiful friend Janet. This palette is so beautiful. I'm not sure that how much beauty you can see of this palette. I don't know how much you can get, but when I saw this palette, I was opening it and I was feeling like the light is coming to me, and I'm just mesmerized and lured, and I'm just all about it. And this palette originally belongs to my friend, to Janet, and she was telling me that if I love it so much, I can take it, and I didn't dare to no, it's just I put it back. It's just saying that I'm happy that I can use it, because she was really we were having such a good time. She hosted me, she was everything for me. I was having time of my life with my besties, and I was able to see them, and it was very special. And when I was leaving, she was sure that I have this palette. She was just giving me that on the on the last moments of my being in California. She was sure that I'm taking this with me. And thank you so much, Anna. That was really very beautiful from you. It was a very special moment for me, and I'm forever grateful. Okay, I should keep this for the last one. Well, that's how I am. I told you. Winter Wonderland, no brainer. That's the Winter Wonderland palette from Cosmic Beauty. From last year, winter edition for holiday. It's very blue. I like blue. I like Cosmic Beauty. I will make around more than one. I will have a video coming with this one together with my gorgeous name twin. So that will be very, very soon. And this palette will be in action. I can tell you this secret right now. Then not another one is like more than a shame for me, because I really love it so much. I was like so much wow about this palette when it came out, like as a story from the very beginning. And then it happens that even my name is on this palette, which is completely another level of kind of what the loop in the universe happened. This is the Saint Angel Sinners palette. Saint Angel Sinner is Blessed palette, one but many. And this palette is sparkly, and it has names of a bunch of people who was doing the collab together with me. I started the collab around the palette which I was gifted to me. I'm very little channel, you can see, but I was gifted the palette, and I didn't want to be quiet about it, because it's very unusual when you're getting something from someone who's thinking about you and put effort to deliver you something that you enjoy. For me, it's a makeup, for example, and I want to use this palette to not feel like I'm just keeping it and saying that how it's amazing and not using. That should be putting on the eyes and not on the shelf. And thank you so much, Darcy, for sending me the other palette and lots of support during the last year. That was really lovely from you. The another palette is very old, and mine is a little bit damaged. It's Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette from Beauty Bay. It has two sides. You can see this is like a broken situation, more than one. But I am sure that this palette would be great for, look at this one. This is Beauty Bay. I don't know how shimmers will be behaving. This is old, like, very, very old. older than it should be, but I will try to put it on and see how it works. That palette was really high on the market, and people was raving about it and loving it. Another Beauty Bay palette which I was speaking is the Dark Fantasy. I think that Dark Fantasy is also that kind of palette which is great for that sweater season. You know, I like to have a smoky eye and then lip oil or something which is just keeping my lips in the good form, and then if I cover myself with the shawl or something, nothing is stained on my shawl, because I hate coldness, and I think that the dark eyes with the hooded eyes like mine, it's looking good. So this is another one which I want to remind myself about. Now the palette which is the I don't know why I have such a big palette like this, that kind of type. It's Smoky by Beauty Bay, the giant one, the 42 shades of grey, not 50. Yeah, that's she is giant, but very pretty, and I didn't use it enough. Definitely I use it like, you know, less than 10 times, so that shouldn't happen. She's crying on the shelf like, my mother don't pick me. So I hear her voice. And now Christmas. I have only one palette, typical Christmas palette. It's Miss Claus. The At Least. This palette, it's like they had the first palette was with the square pants. I didn't get that one, but this one I get. Like I get this, and together with the face palette also from this collection, this look like this. And I don't like the glitter, but I like all of other shimmers, and I don't like this glitter, this red glitter. It's like typical scratchy one, and here in the middle. But this green or this metallics which are here, they are gorgeous. And you see this kind of like this shade. This is shade which I love so much. I missed you actually. Look at this. This is also like, this is like a satin, but if you wet it, it's more sparkly, and it's very, very elegant. And another one here, I will show you this one. Not bad, right? And this is not a new, it's like, you know, it's aging, so can we say that I'm exciting? So this is definitely, you will see me with this one. This big, giant, lovely, old BH. What a brand that was. Let me clean my hands. The last. We have the last. I didn't count how many, but I will probably. I should, right? Should I? You know, this is like 3 months winter, okay? It's not just like, but I'm really more focused on that till the end of the year, and a little bit after, maybe that kind of carnival. I should bring the carnival number 5 also here, because that is very pretty palette too. Maybe I will grab that, and that will be the last one, because this palette is new for me. I think it's a new generally. It's a palette from P. Louise. It's a giant palette from P. Louise, because P. Louise does giant palettes. This palette, it's it looks cloud chill palette. This palette, this palette is complicated. I know. I opened it already. It's protective sleeve, you know, everything. And look at this. Why I got it? You know, I'm taking this duty of Blue Mondays very serious. I do love blues, but I realized that, oh, I have a pop of blues, but more of my palette is more leaning green, and this one, it's blue, for real. No joke. This is one, and then it's coming more. This is another. Let me just take this protective good, and this is the part 2. Blue Mondays, here I come. And I still think that, oh, this blue is nice, that blue is nice. You know, I still see that, oh, this blue is different from the other blues and greens, and the color, this color which is between, which is my favorite, a teal. it's very hard for I to recognize that they are different. So they might be very different, but I will recognize that it's like very similar. So it's funny that I am actually completely bonkers around this kind of color story, and I love it. So this is the palette which I will be exploring. I got it, you know, my name twin, she was in love with this palette and she used it, and then she was like gasping, and then she got it, you know. And when she was using it, she sold that palette to me. I was like, I'm jealous in the good way, you know, like, oh my god, I'm happy that she has it, but I feel like I want that too, you know, so much, so much. And I was talking to myself like, but I don't need this blue. I have so many blue palettes, so many colors of blue. And then I go through my eyeshadow shelves, and I say like, actually, I have just pop of blues. I don't have proper blue palette beyond the cosmic brushes, which is not that very blue because there is lots of purple. And I was like, do I need that? Do I need that? And then I found it on someone who was reselling it. So it's like from secondhand with a very good price, and I just got it and I have it, and I'm gonna love it. I know, because it's giant blue, all of blue Mondays covered, you know, for years. And I know that it still will come. Okay, I will grab the one palette which I was telling you that I should also put in this pile of happiness. Carnival 5 palette. This palette is so good and has also very nice formula. This one has very good formula of the sparkly glitters. Like, these glitters are some special ones. They are like completely, they look like glitter, they are glitter, but they feel like they are metallics, and they are beautiful, spectacular. And the pastiness of this palette, it's another level too. So for any party, this is perfection. That's all, my dear friends. Do you have some of these palettes? What do you think about my choice? Did I miss something? Should I add something? Yeah, tell me all your thoughts. Meanwhile, I will love you and leave you. Take care of yourself just like in plane, and that I hope that we'll have some another trip with the beauty therapy, putting eyeshadows, doing looks, and all of that goodies together. Yes, stay safe, and I hope that I will see you in my next video. Bye!